I feel that very strongly. We are becoming superstitious. We are being forced into accepting and making religion a very important part of one's life. Suddenly, everyone is talking about करवा चौथ का व्रत नहीं कर रहे हैं आप? आज तक मुझे कभी किसी ने नहीं पूछा. पिछले साल पहली बार मुझे पूछा.
Really? How did you react?
I said, पागल हूँ मैं? Isn't it appalling that modern educated women do Karwa chauth, praying for lives of husbands so that they can have some validity in life?
Yeah.
Because a widow in the Indian context is a horrible situation, isn't it?
Yeah.
So anything that keeps me away from widowhood. Really? In the 21st century?
Exactly.
We are talking like this?
Yeah.
Educated women are doing this? So we are going conservative. We are. Look at the number of ads for कुंडली दिखाओ, वास्तु कराओ, अपना astrologer को दिखाओ. Look at the funny ones like that Nityanand who's got an island somewhere.
Kailasha.
Yes, every single silly old guru from under every rock has jumped out and everyone's flocking to them.
Yeah.
Is this the sign of a modern society? And where a rationalist like Dhaborkar gets killed in broad daylight and nothing can be done about it? Yeah. His trial is still going on and nothing will be done about it? So we are moving towards an extremely conservative society, and the first thing that a conservative society does is clamp down on its women. Look at all the conservative societies in this world. Women are the ones who are most affected. Saudi Arabia में क्या है women का scope?
Yeah.
हम लोग सऊदी अरेबिया बनना चाहते हैं क्या? और बन जाएंगे, because it's very very convenient. Women provide a lot of unpaid labor within the home. If you have to pay for that labor, कौन करने वाला है? आप सोचो.
Sad situation.
So women are forced into that situation. Do you know that 80% of India's agriculture is run by women, except for ploughing and sowing? All the other jobs are done by women. Large numbers of women.
And we are
MNRGA has large numbers of women employed. And yet, when you talk about a farmer, do you talk about a woman? You only imagine, मेरे देश की धरती सोना उगले, मूछे वाला एक farmer खड़ा हुआ है. Stereotype. We don't look at women. And educated women are being forced out of jobs. This COVID thing has been horrible for women, hasn't it?
It has.
The percentage of women in the workforce has dropped. Even Bangladesh has more women in the workforce than India. Bolo tum. Bangladesh. So we are going conservative, I'm afraid. And it's a very, very sad situation. And I'm afraid women will be pushed further back.
Did your gender affect your work possibilities or opportunities ever?
No, I can't say that.
Touch wood.
I can't say that.
Thank God.
I'm among the lucky ones. I'm not in a profession where women are not wanted. On the contrary, women are wanted. My figure may have affected my opportunities more rather than my gender. My gender was wanted, right?
Yeah.
But was I good looking enough? Was I shapely enough? That made the difference to my employability.
Did that happen?
I'm sure it happened. I don't fit into the typical heroine format. So it's okay. I didn't really want that to be in that typical heroine format also. So nahi rone ka man karta ab.
Are you tired of answering questions about Sarabhai 3?
I wish I had something to say about it,
Yeah.
It's not in my hands at all. It's something that hopefully will happen because we all enjoy working together.
Yeah.
And we really, really are looking forward to doing it again. But the fact is that the scripts have to come first. So Atish has to be ready for it.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. I think the backbone of Sarabhai is Atish's script.
Correct.
So unless that works, and as we saw in part 2, when the scripts don't work so well, the whole thing doesn't work so well. When we did season 2. So Atish is very aware of it and he wants to do it again and he wants to do it right. So when he manages to get that, in the meanwhile, he has written another rather interesting show. I'm not allowed to speak much about it, but it's going to come on Amazon.
The Prime show, yes.
The Amazon Prime show, And it's called Happy Families, Conditions Apply. Nice one.
Nice one.
And it is like that, conditions apply. It's a bunch of completely bizarre people in one family,
Wow.
which seems to be Atish's speciality.
Correct.
He manages to find so many bizarre people, I can't tell you. So yeah, it's interesting. The whole idea is, we finished it. Let's see, they're working on it, on the
Sure.
post-production.
You're also doing a very special film. It's called Dhak Dhak. And I know it's been a very difficult film. You all have shot in very difficult terrains. And you also took a difficult task of learning bike at this age for that
Yes.
film. Tell me about this.
I haven't even ridden a scooty before this. So yes, I had to undergo training, and yes, I did learn. I can't say I'm very good, but I managed to do what was required for the film. But more than that, it was a very extraordinary experience shooting in a place like Ladakh, for example, on those kind of roads, and with a bunch of women, because we are supposed to be 4 bikers
Yes.
on a bike ride
Yes.
to Khardungla, the highest motorable road.
Yeah.
So yes, it was a challenge.
Yeah.
And I'm quite chuffed that I managed to do it at 65 without causing any major health issue for anyone.
That's it.
And I met up with a bunch of wonderful actors. Fatima Sana Sheikh and Dia Mirza and Sanjana Sanghi. And it was a young man who was making his first film.
Yeah.
I love doing first films because there's so much passion and excitement and
Yeah.
so many energies coming together in a wonderful way.
Yeah.
And this really was an exciting and difficult challenge for everyone. The
Yeah.
production went nuts. We were changing locations every 3 days. We were changing, and in that terrain.
Yeah.
We were shooting on the way to Lahore Spiti, which is a completely non-existent road,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and doing fairly tough stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was quite extraordinary, the whole experience.
Now, this question I'm asking you as a fan and not as a journalist. I saw your picture with Naseer Saab at Sana's wedding. I remember I sent it to you and I said,
Yes.
"Ma'am, nazar na lage." What a lovely picture. I want to ask you, I know you all are doing plays together. Can we see you do a film together?
Oh, we'd love to, but nobody is casting us. And we did get a couple of offers, but unfortunately they didn't work out. They, was the pity, because one of the scripts was really, really nice,
Oh,
but it didn't work out. It's getting hard to find finance for different kinds of films. It's getting difficult to find ways to show these slightly unusual films also. But we are always hoping that we will get a chance to act together.
ma'am, thank you so much. This was a lovely, lovely conversation. There's so much that I learnt from this. Thank you so much. It has always been an honor to speak to you. I hope you had a good time too.
Yes, absolutely. Who doesn't like speaking about oneself?
Thank you
But
so much.
no, thank you for the questions you asked, because it often helps when you have somebody who's actually interested in what you are saying and is not just rattling off some pre-decided list.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you really so much.
Thank you, Avinash.